So as the smoke clears, Shayla's getting ready to go man hunting again. All right, let's go.
I mean, Mike and I hadn't really dealt with each other, but that short little time when he was,
Did he spend some money on you?
I mean, a little bit, nothing crazy.
I'm just worried that Mike might be a little cheap because I asked him for some money and he was like, "Is it an emergency?"
Why would he not ask you that? Okay, so he's just going to just get out here and just kind of give away a lot of money. That's not a great idea of a man. I understand that you want a man to provide, but provide what? When?
Like, if you ask Anthony for some money, is he gonna say, "But is it an emergency?" Like, that's a turn off for real.
I mean, Anthony's my husband though, so it's a little different. I mean, how much money did you ask him for?
$5,000.
$5,000?
Yeah, I mean, do you think that's a lot of money?
Shayla, I think it's a lot of money for an average person. I mean, I love Mike, but he's not an Anthony or Wayne, or he's not some multimillionaire. I mean, I think he does well for himself. But
Hold on. This sounds kind of weird because didn't Amber complain when when Anthony gave away that amount of money to PR? Didn't he say that no, we don't have it to give away? I thought that that's what I was getting there. Like
yeah, $5,000. I would want an explanation too.
I mean, that's true, Amber, but I've seen his accounts like he makes more than enough. He can afford to give me $5,000. And you know what else? He's sharing a car with his brother. That red truck, they're sharing that car.
Shayla, that's Mike's car.
No, it's not Mike's car. He gave it to his brother. So he really doesn't even have a car.
so what does that have to do with anything? It's like, but you know what? Keep going on what you're going on, because at least hey, you'll give Mike the break he deserves.
Okay, here's the thing. I think that growing up, Mike didn't have a whole lot of money. And I think when you get money, but you come from a place of lack or, I hate to say it, but poverty, because they just weren't doing well, you tend to want to hold on to what you got.
To everything that you have.
So
That sounds good, but here's what's wrong with that. Because I also have, you know what? Let me not get into it. But that's also not really quite true, because people with a lot of money also are very, very much very frugal as far as their money is concerned. That's all I have to say about that. So that's actually not correct.
everything. So he might just be a little fearful just to be giving $5,000 away.
I know fearful, I get that, but frugal is what I don't really like that. I'm sorry, I just want a man to like, be living in his abundant minds.
That's what's wrong with these Atlanta chicks.
Yeah, that's what's wrong with these Atlanta chicks. All right, so let's dig into this one and kind of go very, very far. Okay, so one of the wealthiest men in the world, Warren Buffett, actually still shops at McDonald's, which is quite cheap because things at McDonald's menu is very cheap. And he still lives in the same house that he's in right now. And one of his rules are don't lose money. That's rule number one. And rule number two is don't forget rule number one. Meaning to say that I don't know what Amber is getting at with this whole thing with Mike, but anyways, put that to the side. What I can see that's happening here is that Shayla's actually man shopping again. What she thinks is that, okay, you know what? Everything is clear now. Everybody knows it's all in the open and no one is bothering me at all because I can stick to the traumatic story. So now that I can do that, it's time for me to get rid of Mike. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a bunch of different things that I can bring up that is wrong with him. So that way when I leave him, people can say, well, okay, well, you know what? Yeah, she left him because he didn't have any money, or she left him because he was cheap, or whatever the reason is. That's what I think is happening. But you know what? Go ahead and prove me wrong. Let me know what you guys think. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going to talk to y'all soon.